me up, hype me up, hype me up. Need someone to hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's Achane to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Waddle, the motion man, right. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and a couple. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
That's good for the Patriots. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get it! Check, Panther! Alert! Alert!
Here's a give to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Patriots had 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get it going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run with Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson from 8 yards out. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive starts with a run from H.N. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. H.N. here, they stay on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
21G. All right, let's go.
Looking to pass. Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Waddle, the motion man right. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Tua. Just keeping the play alive. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there for New England. 67 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Gibson toss right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Oh, he intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and that makes the score 14 to 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Two and now on first down. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
Reload. Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. 3rd and 12.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Juju in motion left.
Buffalo 18. go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That third down conversion good for 23.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Now back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 61 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And he snapped immediately there. And now they're in the hurry. They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. When he rushes this throw, it just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go. H.N. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got Smith here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Here's a toss left for Achane.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and goal, Miami.
Hey, get set. Get to the line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Patriots' 4-yard line.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Yeah, ready. Yeah. 21G.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. To about the 26 here.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the set.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
18 Rattler. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. Taking it right down Broadway. Antonio Gibson. He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now Ryland for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to have to hook up the Schwartz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing Tua. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Achane. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua on 1st down, back to Achane. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tua. Again, it's Achane. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Tua. On the move to his left. And that will be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give him some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Sanders' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. big spot, and he delivers.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
This is first and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Back to throw. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Achane to start the drive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now on second down. Here's Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have the Dolphins first down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Tua to throw. Incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Now Tagovailoa. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Yeah. 21G, 21G.
To throw is Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Patriots, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.